Hello, and welcome back to the original Larry D's Food for Thought. Today we will be, of course, as usual, reading out of the Old King James Bible. We will be reading from the Old Testament and from the New Testament, to the law and to the testimony. Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Okay. Also be going over a few scriptures today concerning the title, Fear God and Keep His Commandments. Fear God and keep His commandments. Okay. I am going to share these scriptures with you right quick here. You can jot them down if you like. But yeah, I'll tell you something, people. There's no fear anymore for the Lord. I'm gonna tell you, people going about every day doing whatever, ever they want to do. Okay. They don't want to hear the word of God. You talk to them and say, man, get out of my face with that stuff. I don't want to hear it. I'll tell you something, they'll let you know one thing. I'll tell you something. We are getting close to the end because people are turning away, man, like cars running up and down I-40. You know what I'm saying? But the thing of it is, oh, even I had a woman tell me one time, she said, well, I used to fear God, but now I know now that I don't have to. I said, wait a minute. I said, who in the world told you that? You know? I mean, these guys standing before these people, man, and telling them that, God don't won't hurt nobody. He love everybody. I'm gonna tell you, what I read in this Bible, the Lord said He loved those that love Him and keep His commandments. Okay, so we gotta have to learn to fear this God because He is a very, very dangerous individual. Okay, you don't play with this God. All right, but anyway, I'm gonna show you these things in the scriptures here. So I'm gonna stop sharing these. We're gonna go over these scriptures here, see if we get a little bit of understanding on this thing, and we gotta learn how to fear this God. You hear me? But we're gonna start this in let's see. We'll start this in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. And I'm gonna start reading at verse 13. And it reads, Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. See that? This woman telling me she ain't got to fear God. She used to, but don't anymore. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. You did well when you feared this God. Okay? But look at this. Verse 14. For God will bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Okay? So people talking about you ain't got to do no works. You better have some works and you better have some good ones. And you better hope that them good works outweigh them evil works. Okay? Because otherwise, I'm gonna show you in here what could happen if you don't have some good works. All right. But let's go a little further here. Let's go over here to let's go to Psalms right quick. Let's go to Psalms 96. Take a quick look at this. This is Psalms 96. I'm start reading at verse 4. Let's see. 96 and 4. And it reads, For the Lord is great and great to be praised. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. You see that? Look. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. So that lets you know one thing right there. Look, he said, for all the gods with an S, all of the nations are idols. Let you know that there's more gods out there. A lot of people serving them too. We talking about the God of Sunday, God of Easter, God of Christmas. All those are pagan gods, man. Nothing but idols. Okay. Lord said, don't do that. Don't serve them. All right. Let's see here. Verse 9. Oh, worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Fear before him all the earth. So he didn't say somebody, he said everybody. All fear him. Okay? Because I'm gonna tell you something. You get to know this God, you start reading this Bible, get to know him. You'll see. He is somebody you don't want to play with. All right. But let's go further here. Let's go over here to let's go to Jeremiah right quick. Let me go to Jeremiah 25. Show you this here. Also, let me see. Uh, People doing all this stuff, man, and everything they want to do under the sun, man, rather than doing what the Lord say, going about creating their own righteousness rather than submitting themselves to the righteousness of God. And look at this. This is Jeremiah 25. I'll start reading at verse 4. And let's see. And it read, and the Lord has sent unto you all his servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them. But ye have not hearkened nor inclined your ear to hear. Even today, he's sending them pastors out of good pastors. You know, there's some out here sending them to you, but you don't want to hear that. You don't want to incline your ear to it. Oh, let's see. Excuse me. Verse 6. and and go not after other gods to serve them and to worship them and provoke me not to anger with the works of your hands, and I will do you no hurt. You see that? You stop serving those other gods, man. Start serving the true and living God and learn to fear him. He won't do you no hurt. But if you say, talking about God don't hurt nobody, shoot, man. God could put something on you. I'm telling you. Verse 7. Yet ye have not hearkened unto me, saith the Lord, that ye might provoke me to anger with the works of your hands to your own hurt. And you ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. Okay? But let's go further. Let's turn right over here to Daniel right quick. Let's see. Ezekiel, then Daniel. Okay, going to Daniel, the ninth chapter. Okay. Take a look at this. This is Daniel 9. And I'm going to start reading at verse 5. Anyways, listen, we have sinned and have committed iniquity and have done wickedly and have rebelled even by departing from the precepts and from thy judgments. Neither have we hearkened unto thy servants the prophets, which spake in thy name to our king, our princes, and our fathers, and to all the people of the land. Mm. Man, and they still doing it today, committing iniquity. I mean, doing wicked, man. You talking about some wicked people, boy. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Can't find love with nobody anymore. Man, this thing is winding down, and I'm gonna tell you, he said, Lord had it written. He said, hey, in the last days, the love for men shall wax cold. And that is exactly what's going on today. You can't speak to nobody anymore. They look at you sideways, wondering what's going on with you. You know. But let's go further. Let's go over here to let's go to Proverbs. On to Proverbs 1. Take a quick look at this here. This is Proverbs 1. And I'm gonna start reading at verse 7. And it reads, oh, listen, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. You start to get some knowledge once you learn to fear this God. Okay. But fools despise wisdom and instructions. People don't want to hear it. Okay. Verse 22. Listen, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Fools hate knowledge. Verse 24, because I have called, the Lord said, he have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. See that? The Lord, man, he looked down from heaven, and he to see if there is any that seek him. Okay. Verse 25. Listen, but ye have set at naught all my counsels and would none of my reproofs. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So you get yourself in a bind and you get scared. Look, the Lord said, when your fear come, he gonna kick back and laugh at you. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. Don't play with this God. Gotta learn to fear him. Do what he say. All right. Verse 27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Mm. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Okay, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproofs. So, wait a minute, verse 33. But wait a minute, did I miss something? Verse 33. Now, but whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear and of evil. Okay, so it behooves us all to turn to this God, serve him with gladness and wholeness of heart. Okay, learn to fear him. I mean, because man, I'm gonna tell you something. You do good. You do good. You keep God's laws and statutes, man. Keep these commandments. Look, you put that good angel around you, man. Can't nobody harm you. But I'm telling you something. You mess around and keep doing what you want to do, keep committing sin, and walking in an evil way. Look, Lord, tell that good angel step back, and you send that evil angel after you. Can't nobody stop it. You can't see him. I'm telling you. But anyway, let's go a little bit further. Let's go to the new book. Let's go to Matthew's. Let's go to Matthew's 15. Take a look at this. Show you what the Lord say here. Let's see. This is Matthew, excuse me, Matthew's 15. And we'll start reading at verse 7. Listen to what the Lord say. This is red here. This is Jesus talking. Look. Ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, this people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Yeah, you go in those churches on the first day of the week, you run up and down the aisle and jumping up all across the pews and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, hollering hallelujah, praise God, oh, glory be to God then. But he said, your heart, your mind is far from him. You know, look, but in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. You listen to all the men that are standing up there telling you all those lies and not committing, submitting yourself to the Lord's commandments. Look, you just worshiping the Lord in vain. That's what he said right here. Okay, that's what we're reading. All right. But let's go further. Let's go to Matthew 7. I'll show you this here. Let me tell you something. A lot of people gonna be shocked. Be gnashing their teeth. Hey, at that day. But look at this. This is Matthew 7. And I'm gonna start reading at verse 21. And listen to this. This is red too. Look, this is Jesus talking here. Look, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. Now, he talking about the kingdom of heaven. And you know that holy city, uh, that holy Jerusalem coming down from heaven on God. That's the heaven he talking about, this first heaven, right here on this earth. All right. So, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? Now, who would talk like that? People that call themselves church, Christian people, right? Verse 23, but look what the Lord gonna say to them. Because they ain't done nothing he said. Look, and then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquities. Man, get out of my face. Get away from me. I don't even know you. Some days the best to sit down, read this book. You can't find a good pastor. Sit down, read this book, learn what it is the Lord wants you to do and not do, and adhere to it. Okay? Well, you want to hear him say that, depart from me, ye that work iniquity, okay? But let's go further. Let's go over here to, I've got a couple more places here. Let's go to Revelation right quick. Go to Revelation. So let's see. Revelations 14. Take a look at this. Revelations 14. And I'm gonna start reading at verse let's see. Revelation 14 and 6. And it reads. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear God. Look at this. We all the way over here in the last book of the Bible. And Lord still talking about fearing him. See that? Okay. But he said, saying with a loud voice, Fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. Okay. Oh, hey, he telling you, man, over in the last book, to continue to fear him. Now let's go over here to Revelation 22 right quick. And I'm gonna start reading at verse 12, and this 12 and 13. It's in red. It's Jesus talking right here. Look. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according to his work, according as his work shall be. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Okay. He's the first God we ever deal with, will be the last God that we deal with. But he's telling you right here, according to your works, you better have some good works, people. Okay. All right. Verse 14, listen to this. Blessed are they that do his commandments. He said, fear him and keep his commandments. And we in the last book of the Bible. All right. That they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without, so outside that city, look, for without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. Okay, so even liars won't be in there. All right, and them dogs, he ain't talking about four-legged dogs. He talking about those homosexuals. Okay, so take heed to this. All right, let's go to this last place right quick. Revelation 20. And let's see. I'm gonna start reading at verse 11. Pay close attention to this. Close attention. Oh, just a second. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Mother. I'm sorry about that. I had an important call, but this is Revelations 20, and start reading at verse 11. Okay. And I saw a great white throne. That's the white throne of judgment. All right. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God, and the books were open. What books? You don't see. Look at him. These books right here. These 66 books were open. Look. And another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. Okay, so Lord gonna raise you up at the appointed time, and these books gonna be opened up on you, and you're gonna be judged out of these books. Okay, now look at this. And the sea gave up the dead which are in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which are in them, and they were judged every man according to their works. Keep saying it, don't it? You better have some good works, people. All right. And death and hell cast into the fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Trust me, you do not want to go there. Once you get in there, ain't no coming out, and eternity is a mighty long time. Okay, so have some good works, people. I'm telling you, and make sure that the good works outweigh the bad. All right, but I'm telling you, look, fear God and keep His commandments, for that is the whole duty of man. Okay, with that food for thought, let's think on these scriptures and words throughout the course of the day, and until next time, peace.